of entitled action, find the defendant, Lawrence M. Powell, not guilty.
What? We want the club and the rip and the grip to unite and come and run and take off the red and take off the blue. And bring it together. Bring it together. The Ku Klux Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, Africans unite, Africans unite, Africans unite, Africans unite, Africans unite, Africans unite.
Revolution in the United States.
Guerrilla style films.
Get down, 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 get down.
Go ahead, Greg.
Okay, one more time, come on. There you go. Good. All right, come on. Okay, come on, get on. It's almost over. There you go. Push. Come on. There you go.
Across the globe, we feel the pain that comes with new birth.
It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Good evening. This is Los Angeles.
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with the tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window, watching all the cars go by, roaring as the breezes blow. Crazy lady living in a bag, eating out of garbage pails. Used to be a fag hag, such a dance to tango. Skipped the life and dango, a zircon princess seemed to lost her senses. Down at the peep show, watching all the creeps, so she could tell her stories to the girls back home. She went to the city and got so did it. She had to get a pimp, she couldn't make it on her own. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My brother's doing bad.
What we saw last night and the night before in Los Angeles is not about civil rights. It's not about the great cause of equality that all Americans must uphold. It's not a message of protest. It's been the brutality of a mob, pure and simple.
He's out of touch and out of time. What we saw in LA was a message. But before we get into the events of 4/29/92, for those of you who still don't get it, here's the truth brought to you by the Prophets of Rage.
We must reach out to our children. Our children are in trouble. They are embittered. They were not born that way. They live amidst violence and rejection. They live in broken streets, broken glass, broken sidewalks, broken families, broken hearts. Their music, their rap, their video, their art reflects their broken world. And yet, these are our children.
I rap about what I know, okay? That's what makes me valuable. You see what I'm saying? If I grew up in a nice neighborhood and lived in a $500,000 house, I'd be rapping about gold silverware and maids and all that, but I didn't. I grew up in South Central LA. The police used to bust the corners and throw us down on the ground and beat us up. We used to get shot at. They used to sell drugs down there. This is what I know. That's what I rap about. You don't like it, don't listen to it. I'm not promoting it. I'm just telling people what life is like, you know? And they know it. And that's why the records sell, because kids can relate to it. They're tired of corny stuff. I ain't gonna rap about just some junk from out of... I feel my value is to be able to come up with something that's reality. Kids...
I'm simply saying be more intelligent in what you're doing. Why shoot at your brother? You know, point the gun in the other direction. You know what I mean? Don't put it down, just point it somewhere else. You know, strengthen your community by protecting it. That's an army. You know, that's what an army is.
Like, we got a real controversial song coming out called Fuck the Police.
It'll be out in January.
What is that? Talk about well.
Self-explanatory. Fuck the police. For no reason at all, because you black, you got a little bit of money.
And we getting back at them.
Beepers,
all police ain't bad police, just like 90% of them.
Mm-hmm. You know,
the 90% fuck up.
And we're talking about that 90%.
Right, okay. Now, how do police react to you?
I don't know. I ain't really talk to police. They're on the other side of the... You know, they're on the other side of the world, like I said. Well, people think, well, man, the police fucking with me, man, I just want to kill them. You know what I'm saying? But they'd never do it. You know what I would never fuck with no police, because I wouldn't want them fucking with me. If I could say that. Is this a family show?
Nah, this is totally uncensored.
All right. But, you know, people think crazy thoughts. You know, now if they go out and do it, you know, that's a different thing. Now, if I say I'm going to rob a bank, they can't arrest me because I said it. They got to wait till I do it. So it's the same way. It's just how I feel inside. Sometimes I want to kick the shit out of them because they've been having me face down, wanting to kick the shit out of them.
Since you've been in the music business,
before, probably now. If the police pulled up now and they saw my friends just having fun behind me, no, they probably break it up or whatever. We were shooting a video, and Easy was hanging out the top of a 6'4" Impala. And since he was hanging out the top, the police knew we was doing the video. They still gave him a ticket. So, you know, they assholes, man.
Yo, we have to go on a mind revolutionary, intellectual stick-up.
Rodney King denied to reporters that he resisted the Los Angeles policeman who severely beat him last Sunday after he was stopped for a traffic violation.
Maybe you so bad, I didn't pay attention to what he was saying. And they struck me across the face real hard with a billy club. I was scared. I was scared for my life.
Rhythm Rock live on the steps of City Hall 3 weeks after the vicious beating of Rodney King. We're awaiting the arrival of Reverend Al Sharpton, who will lead a protest march to the doors of Parker Center to demand that Chief Daryl Gates resigns. Gates has got to go.
Get here.
We're not afraid to stand up to police brutality. No. They said that only 20 people would show up today. But you're here by the hundreds. That's right, because we are tired of backroom deals. Yes, that's right. Tired of Uncle Tom and Hollywood style. Yes. You see? In the freeway. Yes. We're tired of being beat in the precinct. Yes. Tired of being beat in the street. Yes. We're tired of Ku Klux Klansmen. We're tired of paying for men. Yes, sir.
Excuse me, please. Excuse me. I need to get in here with the microphone. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Excuse me. I can't get over here. I'm still here, but the bodyguards in there.
Right. You don't want outsiders in. No, sir. But there ain't no outsider inside when it comes to racism. There's no outsider inside when it comes to brutality. If you don't want me here, Tom, then stand up like a man.
His speech was short, and the rally suffering this Good Friday. Reverend Sharpton led the way, blocking traffic as they headed towards the police department.
Let me live my life. When we can no longer live our life, then let us give our life for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. Saints, saviors, soldiers, scholars, healers, and killers. No longer dead, deaf, dumb, and blind out of our mind. Brainwashed with the white man's mind. No more homicide, no more fratricide, no more suicide, menticide, and genocide. Look the goddamn white man in his cold blue eyes. Devil don't even try, but we babies, kid. We don't die, we multiply. You heard the death sign. Now open your black eyes for the rebirth, resurrection, and rise.
Gates must go! Gates must go! Gates must go! Gates must go! Gates gotta 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 go!
Al Sharpton led a march to City Hall today.
Prison Rock Live in the house. Gates gotta go.
It was thought only about a dozen people would show up. We are told several hundred people actually joined the march. Sharpton was indeed vocal, despite the fact that some members of the black community wished that he would simply just go away.
The jury has reached a verdict.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Stacy C. Corns, M. Powell, guilty of the crime by force, liability, bodily injury, and with a deadly weapon, in violation of Penal Code Section 245A1, a felony, as charged in Count 1 of the amended indictment. This 29th day of April, 1992, signed by the foreman. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are these your verdicts? So say you one, so say you all. Yes.
There's going to be a problem. Move out, guys. Move back.
filthy wind leaving the courthouse.
And you have faith in the system?
I do now. Doing your job out there! Don't get off of it!
What you think, or maybe?
Extremely ecstatic. I speak for a lot of officers when I say that the truth finally came out, and I couldn't be happier. Especially since my personal involvement, I absolutely couldn't be happier.
What are you worried about? What might happen to the community tonight?
Worried. I think we're a little concerned, obviously, but we're hoping that everybody sees in the community we have a lot of people supporting us.
I'm hopeful also that the people of this city will recognize that this is indeed our system of justice.
Very happy.
We're standing on a bomb, you know. We're standing on a big bomb. It's going to blow up. We better watch out.
Some scattered reports of some minor violence in South Central LA at Florence and Normandy Avenue.
I understand that you have been trying to call for calm throughout this whole trial and after the verdict. Mark Whitlock, you are a member here of the church. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. We're asking those members of our community to not be alarmed by what you will see over the press. Understand that we want peace, we want calm. Our fight is not against ourselves. Our fight is against the injustice that took place today by a group of people that call themselves jurors, but they were racist, and they certainly must have a blind eye to justice, because if they witnessed what we all witnessed, surely they could not come to the decision that they came to with any real pure heart, any real sincerity. But we're asking that the community remain calm in this case. Come to First AME Church. We have a Marshall Plan. We have a plan that involves some 12 churches. Those churches will be satellite stations for those entities who would like to vent their frustration. Certainly we're all angry.
Kick your ass.
How you doing, black man?
Get it on the news and the views to capture, because this is the real deal.
Yo, they gotta pay.
They having church inside, but we facing the facts out here.
That's right.
Truth and rights.
Reality.
Truth and rights, reality.
That's right.
No more lies and rumors. We want Willie Williams to come out here and talk to us outside.
Word.
We want him to come out here and educate the people of the community, the people of the streets.
Don't forget now, we didn't bring Willie Williams in here either. He's one of us. He one of us.
Hey.
He's not one of us.
Right. Africa unite. Truth and rights.
This is not what we want to see.
No. You know, I know.
Rhythm Rock Live, we're out here at First AME Church, the day of the verdict of the Rodney King trial. I'm here with one of the Soul Brothers. Why'd you come out here today, man?
Yo, man, it's time for all black people to get together. My voice kind of messed up because I've been yelling ever since I heard about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, I'm in LA, and I get harassed by 5-0 all the fucking time. And all these white people be looking at us crazy, treating us wrong for years and years and years, and we just sit around and let them spit in our face. You know what I'm saying? It's time now, man. It's time, you know what I'm saying? We can't sit around no more. We all around here, so we gotta come together and we gotta do shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do shit.
All right. So what are your thoughts on today? It's around 7:30 in the evening. The verdict was read about 3 o'clock down on Florence and Normandy. You know, they're rioting and stuff. What's your thoughts on the day and everything and what's happening here right now?
Hey, man, it's like this, man. It's like, you know, it's revolution time, man. There's no questions asked. Revolution is here. You know what I'm saying? We the youth, we the young. It's time for us to break loose, you know? We don't have no freedom, no rights, man. We slaves right now. Everybody's still a slave. That's what they told us today. In other words, you're still a slave. No matter how much money you got, you still ain't shit. So, you know, it's on, just like that. Just like that, you know? It's on, brother.
Africans unite! 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 Africans unite!
When y'all see another black man, fuck that saying, what's up, nigga? Fuck that saying, what's up, black man? What's up, African?
That's
we
right.
Africans.
That's right. We a true black African. Like the majority.
If
It ain't no fake African in line. True black African.
If y'all think we black, show me black on the map.
What I'm saying is, a black man didn't put these scars on my head. A black man didn't do this. The police did this. A fool in a blue uniform did this to me. Ain't no black man did this to me. I got scars on my head for the rest of my life. That's what I'm saying.
This is
what I want to say. Motherfucking police and all white people. Because they've been stomping on us for years, man. We lost 2 million on the ride over here. They had a 400-year experiment with black people.
The time the African people have been nice, the time the African people have said, okay, let's be calm, let's be cool, and all that shit is over with.
They the ones got the laboratories that made Sherm and all that shit,
stop out and take our own shit. Because we ain't never got nothing without shedding blood. We ain't never got nothing without fighting motherfuckers.
That's why I killed all these black women. Raping our black women for years. They've been raping our black women for years. Black men had no money to buy them drugs. White man run that out of the kill everybody out there.
We ask forgiveness of those in the justice system who made the decision to move the trial of this kind on another because they knew what they were doing.
We want the gloves and the crips to unite and come as one and take off the red and take off the blue and bring it together. Bring it together.
Tell that to the white man.
We need that. We don't need that no more. The Ku Klux Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, Africans unite, 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 Africans unite. I would like to say the Ku Klux Klan has sent out a letter thanking all the gangbangers for the slaughter of 40,000 blacks since the gangbanging began. We need to stop the gangbanging, get our brothers and sisters off drugs, to get the women to fasting and praying, and get the men ready for war, but let them also be holy too.
We want some of this power. We want some of this power. And make sure that you start giving these black women some respect. Because they're brave without more of them in the world. They gonna put more black men in the world. We ain't never gonna die. We multiply. Straight up. Straight up. Get black women some respect. We never die. We always gonna multiply in this world. Why is a white man around a white man? They got 70%. They got 70%. They got 70% of African Americans in jail right now.
Genocide.
Right now.
And I was
so they can be out here to rape all women.
Okay, that was put forth in the proposal when President Reagan threw Colonel North to jail all the blacks, and did it systematically through the judicial system, bringing in the cocaine. And what they did was put our black women on welfare. They put our black women on welfare, eliminating us from jobs, destroying and dividing the black man and the black woman. We got to fast, pray, also be ready to fight. And this is our kingdom.
Also, all of you Africans that know how to do things, that's working for other people, y'all need to open your own business. Save your money, quit paying motherfuckers for Jerry curls, quit paying motherfuckers for perms, save your money, start your own business so these little Africans will have places to work. This is our future right here. This is our future right here.
The new generation is going.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I have to die today for this little African right here to have a future, I'm a dead motherfucker.
Right.
That's what it is right there.
All black men that got business, keep your business. Don't let nobody sell you out.
That know how to do
Nobody.
it.
Don't let nobody sell you out. That's the problem to this day. Don't let nobody sell you out your own business. Nobody.
Asking white people for shit.
Nah.
We need, we need to stop wearing the red and the blue and get our own African colors. We need to get our own African colors, red and the blue.
Red, black, and green. Yeah, bye.
Hey, all of y'all that buy shit.
I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end mine. If you ain't down for the Africans here in the United States, period, point blank, if you ain't down for the ones that suffered in South Africa from apartheid and shit, damn it, you need to step your punk ass to the side and let us brothers and us Africans step in and start putting some foot in that ass. That's what I'm talking about. Support black business.
Justice! Justice!
Justice! Justice! Justice! People right now that's sitting in there talking about peace. Every time somebody talk about peace, we get a foot in our ass. That's right. Turn the other cheek. I'm not talking about peace no more. I'm not talking about peace no more. I'm tired of being scared to walk down the street because I'm like black economic system. I'm black.
That's the power of black economic system. A nation we need all.
Never gave a black man a chance to do what he wanted to do.
Now, let's be honest now. If we was in power, if we ran the courts, if we ran the justice system, if we ran the economy, we wouldn't treat them fair either. We know that. So what we're saying is, we want a peace. We're not asking them for justice, because if we was in charge, we wouldn't treat them any better than they treating us. But since they in charge, we want some of it. We want to be in charge. Because as long as they in charge, they had 400 years to be in charge. They've been in the White House for 200 years, and they still ain't giving us justice. So we ain't even asking them for justice no more. We want it. It should be ours. The White House, we want it. We want our own areas. We want our own businesses. We want our own states. They got Koreatown down here. We want Blacktown.
Let me say something.
Can I say something? Let me tell you something. I was in the Navy. I was in the military. I was there for the Iraq War. They told me that was my enemy. When I stepped off the boat, I saw black people with Mexican heads. They had traditional African features, but the white man told me that was my enemy. You know what I'm saying? They told me that was my enemy. I come back, all I see is Rodney King. And I want to say this to them Bloods and Crips. Y'all so down for y'all rags. Let's see how down y'all are for this motherfucking black movement. All right? That's what I want to see. How motherfucking down you are for that. That's right. What's up? Yeah. Where the hell the black at? Huh? Where the black firefighters at? Huh? Where the black police force at? Huh? Huh? They are. Let them know what time it is. Don't lay down for this shit.
Because there's some fucked up shit that happened, man. This is history.
We go to
going
Westwood,
right.
Brentwood, Whitewood, all that. Simi Valley, let's go! 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 Simi Valley.
All right, brother.
Why'd you come out here today?
Hey, because you know that was wrong.
All right. All right.
I know that's
We ain't
wrong.
going out like that, right?
No, man.
You rolling? Yo, what's up? Yo, man. We got the van cam. We're here with Black. We got the van cam. Menace to society. Hey, check this out. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck the police.
Tell him about it.
Hell yeah. Fuck the police. Hey, yo, what's up? You rolling, man?
Code 3 means move with full sirens and fast.
Come down and beware of the black fist. The gorilla straight motherfucking killers in the mist. Take a shot, but you can't horse. Never thought you'd see some central niggas in the force. Don't kick in the chorus just shut, cause we ain't made a mess yet. This rap produce the best shit. Coming real hard, man, bumping in your car, man. Finally caught up with a devil named Tarzan. Swinging on the vine, sucking on a piece of swine. Jigaboo come up from behind. Hit him with a coconut, stab him in his gut. Push him off the tree, he falls right on his nuts. And just like EPMD, I don't like a bitch named J to the A to the N-E. Can't wait to meet her, I'm gonna kill her, cause that little motherfucking cheater can't hang with a gorilla.
There are going to be situations that people are going to go without assistance.
Back in the days, niggas they used to scrap, but now in 92, niggas they pull they strap, cause police them come wicked and them shoot niggas, so niggas retaliate and start to loot.
Looting is underway.
Niggas are in a state of emergency. 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 Niggas are in a state of emergency.
Florence, Gage, Manchester, and Vernon. Police say violence has gotten out of hand in those areas. It's very dangerous. We have to reiterate that. Very dangerous to enter those areas.
And these are the areas where we have fire supported by the fire department. 51st and Normandy, Manchester and Broadway, Century and Main Street, 60th and Normandy, and we understand there are others, a total of about 8 at this point. And
At this point, a couple of people, I think, have been taken into custody, but that is pretty much what has happened at this point, Hal. And all I can tell you is that I just, hope everybody cools out here a little bit.
Fuck the police! 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 No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No peace! No justice! No peace!
You want to know something? I'm an ex-convict. You want my number? E15901. Okay?
We both the same color when we die.
Y'all are a bunch of time-ass
stories to media representatives.
A bunch of time-ass
Use your head. There's a million fucking you won't Take the baton and the gun off. Take the baton and the gun off. That's just me and him. Me and you. Lost control, man. Go ahead. I ain't scared of you. Lost control. Come on. I'm not scared. Go ahead. We don't need no white motherfucker. You fucking hockey motherfucker. The world's not watching nothing. They are running the world. Honey, I caught Atlanta and Chicago. They didn't even know what was going on. But we're here, okay? We're here watching.
Earlier, we saw some rocks and bottles being thrown at those police officers in riot gear standing just outside Parker Center. Have there been any more confrontations, or has this violence been confined to demonstrators fighting among themselves?
Yes, just before they burned that last flag, there was a pushing and shoving among some of the police officers and the crowd up near the front line. But now that scuffling has kind of moved to the center of where the crowd is. And they're starting to talk about doing a lot more than chanting, let me put it that way.
Well, you say Daryl Gates is headed down there right now.
Yes,
what are his options for dealing with this?
And they must black folks alone. Hey, you got pride. Daryl Gates should resign. Right on, we got pride enough to leave us alone and stop this mess.
The word is that one person at least has been killed tonight, many as 72 more injured. The violence that followed the verdict in Simi Valley today, when the 4 officers accused of beating Rodney King were essentially acquitted.
Earlier this morning, violence raged through the city. Gunfire could be heard in the streets. One motorist in South Central LA was even hit by a bottle in his car. He is expected to recover. At least 3 people were killed, 6 others wounded in shootouts with police. This man was wounded after police say he shot and wounded 2 officers.
We had a black and white with 2 officers in it driving west on Manchester here, and as they passed this lot, we had a suspect back in the lot with what appears to be an AK-47. He opened up on the officers. They were both injured in the gunfire.
This is Headliner from Arrested Development, and I come here tonight to give thanks to the rain. So brothers and sisters, please put down your umbrellas. You won't be needing those today. Look to the clouds with the most rain coming from it. For without the rain, there's no me and there's no you. I said a drip drop, a drip drop, drip drop. Bum, 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 bum. Drip drop. Ah, let it rain, let God's water feed me, the water of life. Mentally rinsing me, physically drenching me. Most are frowning upon your arrival, but I need you for survival. And when you follow my community, yeah, I run outside to properly greet you. Let it rain, take my pain, I'm glad to meet you. Fill my eyes with a colorful rainbow. Every drop that hits me fills me with unimmeasurable amount of security. Knowing my God acknowledges me as if each drop of rain is aimed toward me. My Lord, thanks for life. Thanks for my rain. My Lord, thanks for life. Thanks for my rain. It's raining revolution. It's raining solutions.
Okay, what's your thoughts on what's gone on, the verdict, and what's happened, and the businesses being burned and everything else?
Well, I think that as far as the verdict goes, it was just straight out wrong, you know, and as far as the business goes, I'm concerned about the community because it's nobody to replace all this. So it's, in the long run, it's going to hurt us.
We're gonna hurt.
We're going to hurt real bad in the long run as far as business goes. And but when you push a person so far, this is the results that you get. You know, you only can push a person too far.
Take everything, fuck them. Take everything, fuck them. Take everything, man, fuck them. They done fucked up, fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them all.
They burned my place out.
This is your place?
No, the coffee shop.
Come here.
The coffee shop.
What happened?
I don't know.
I'm on candid camera.
And then there was a whole another group which were gangbangers, guys who looked like gangbangers anyway, who were looking for things that they could trash and taking advantage of the situation.
I dare say.
What I get? Oh man, I got cases of beans, man. I got Ovaltine, I got everything, brother. That's right. I came all the way from San Gabriel to get what I got. Hey, Grandma, we didn't get your shoes, but we got all kind of other stuff.
We shouldn't be doing that, and they shouldn't be. But by the same token, I'd like to see the media say that the jurors in Simi Valley are as racist as they're claiming that these people are thugs.
Why people that much angry, I don't know.
Every time I want to go get a fucking brew, I gotta go down to the store with the two. Oriental 1 penny count motherfuckers. They make a nigga mad enough to call me little ruckus. Thinking every brother in the world's out the tape. So they watch every damn move that I make. They hope I don't pull out a gat and try to rob. They funky little store, but bitch, I got a job. You little tight motherfucker, ain't trying to steal none of this shit. Leave me alone. Yo, check it out. So don't follow me up and down your market. All your little chop suey ass will be a target of the nationwide boycott. Juice with the people, that's what the boy got. So pay respect to the black fist, or we'll burn your storm right down to a crisp. And then we'll see ya, cause you can't turn to get 'em in the black career.
Extremely graphic tape about what was going on in one part of our community. I think it was Ira Reiner, the district attorney, who called these people burning and looting thugs. And there has been some speculation that, it is a certain element that is maybe not so angry as looking for an excuse to cause violence.
That's true. That's true. But then also Ira Reiner got on here and said, if we catch these people, they'll be prosecuted. But we caught the cops, and they weren't prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? You seen this go down. I mean, it's just not right. You know, I'm not a big fan of Ira Reiner or Gates.
We're looking at a liquor store.
This is not right. You know what they're doing. But hey, it's like if you put somebody in a jail cell and they can't get out, they're gonna set fire to their own cell. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're just showing you people are upset.
If you were there and you ran into the people who are setting these fires, what would you say to them?
What could I say to them? You know, what could I say to them and not sound stupid?
Ice-T, we thank you very much for coming by and talking with us.
Thank you.
Peace.
Here's some of the latest information we have for you. As far as numbers are concerned, the death toll is rising. As many as 39 people have been killed in the 56 hours since the acquittal from the Rodney King police beating trial. In comparison, only 34 people were killed in the Watts riots back in 1965. More than 1,300 people injured. We are told that 150 of them are in critical condition. There are still some fires burning in the city and the county area right now, 5 of them. Thousands have been set, of course, over the last few days. Very early and very conservative estimates put the damage toll at $550 million, and this number certainly is going to go higher.
Early today, I directed 3,000 members of the 7th Infantry and 1,500 Marines to stand by at El Toro Air Station, California.
So what's the average day like for you?
Huh?
What's an average day been like down here for you? What do? You get up in the morning, what goes on?
Well, we get up in the morning, we probably do about one mission, that's about it. And then dark time comes, it's hot. We're running from the sun goes down until the sun comes up. And then we sleep until whenever we wake up.
Well, whenever we can sleep, whenever we get our downtime.
Where do you sleep at?
Wherever.
That's our home.
Oh, you sleep in those trucks?
Sometimes we're inside or out here.
That's a honeymoon suite right back there.
We move around.
Do you have any idea how long you're gonna have to be down here?
No way.
They don't tell you guys nothing, huh?
Until the president releases us.
So you're the last to find out what's going on, huh?
Yeah.
You hear about the people that
All right.
Bring us a refrigerator. Bring us a refrigerator.
We've already had a lot of stairs.
Oh.
Did you hear about the
bring us some mattresses. That's what we want, some mattresses.
And some hula girls.
Some hula girls.
What has been the general attitude of the citizens towards you?
Oh, that's very good. Some like us and some hate us.
Adjectives, you disseminate with your moralist additives. Give me a moral, silly moral you be until you pass the scientifics and come to reality. But you see the know the rules, so you know we're not a rap group or some super hype blue troop. It's red to the black to the green, gangster lean and fly death on the scene. It makes you wonder, it makes you contemplate. They can't Jesus Christ,
bullshit, they gotta go.
Check the master plan, I won't question. Cause who the fathers, how I got my lessons. So on to the scale, stop your blessing. Praise the Father, all hail fucking lesson.
Survive and warriors, trip and let God getting sick. Shame on those that diddy dip. Back in motion, how fly is your grip. Watch the ego flip. Me, the over, the sun, the catch is mid. And you thought you were slick, quick, clear your vision. Right is in the mix, casting a shadow on those habits and tricks.
Onward, as my flex don't bend. Feel my narco vibes are no trend.
Let's say there was 4 or 5 strips of blood standing out here. Calling our names and stuff. But we didn't knock the gate, get a battalion, get a shot. Dude out here, we'll go after them. I mean, we're not scared.
Right. What do you mean by go after them?
What do you mean, go after them, arrest them?
Oh, that's...
Years and years of the bloodshed tears. Trump up my spears so my children don't fear.
About a dozen National Guardsmen are crouched behind a waist-high wall. They are in a take-cover position, guns drawn. We've also seen about 3 black and whites full of officers come out, hit the concrete, looking around. We're not sure if there might be snipers here. We are on the scene taking cover in our news van. Since we arrived here about
We just want this thing to end and everybody to get along.
Step right up. See the sun show in town for only 50 cents.
Step right up. Hurry, hurry. Before the show begins. My friends. Stand in line. Get your tickets. I hope you will attend. It'll only cost you 50 cents to see what life has done to those like you and me. See the man with the broken heart, you'll see that he is sad. He hurts so bad.
I just want to say, you know, can we all get along? Can we get along? Can we stop making it horrible for the older people and the kids? And I mean, we've got enough smog here in Los Angeles. Let alone to deal with the setting these fires and things. It's just not right. It's not right, and it's not gonna change anything. We'll get our justice. They've won the battle, but they haven't won the war. We'll have our day in court, and that's all we want. And just, I love, you know, I'm neutral. I love people of color. You know, I'm not like they picking me out to be. We've got to quit. We've got to quit. You know, after all, I mean, I can understand the first upset for the first 2 hours after the verdict, but to keep going on like this, and to see the security guard shot on the ground, it's just not right. It's just not right, because those people will never go home to their families again. And I mean, please, we can get along here. We all can get along. We just gotta, you know. I mean, we're all stuck here for a while. Let's try to work it out. Let's try to beat it. You know, let's try and work it out.
Thank you.
Steve, you asked Rodney. You asked Rodney.
No question. No question. Thank you very much.
Why is Japan strong? They educate their children. I went to a Center for Correctional Institutions here about 2 weeks ago. To put a child in LA in jail that costs $34,000 a year. To send that child to Dorsey or Crenshaw, $5,000 a year. It makes more sense to educate them than to jail them. We've got a generation of children, I tell you over and over again, for them going to jail is a step up. In other words, once they're in jail, they will not be hit by drive-by fire. That's right. Ain't no Uzi and K-47 to take all them away. That's right. Once they're in jail, it's warm in the wintertime. It's cool in the summertime. Right. Organized recreation, adult supervision, trade training, balanced meals. The same program they have for our children in jail that should have in the streets. Close this process. Educate our children. Why are the Japanese so strong? Because they send their children to school 11 months a year. And they pay teachers at the level we pay doctors and lawyers. Yeah.
Gotta get political. Political, I gotta get grown, but can't hold my own. So this government needs to be overthrown.
With his presidency on the ropes, Bush set out for South Central LA.
His motorcade traveled by a jarring patchwork of urban scenes. Burned out buildings on one corner, normal life on another. Speaking at a South Central church, the president said this is a time for prayer, not new government proposals.
We are our brother's keeper. Not to keep him back, not to keep him down, but to keep him well and to keep him safe, and to give him a shot at the American dream.
Come on. So all y'all show, look at them real good. You see how we get it done once again? Second black player. Make sure you get a picture with the game. Yeah.
Are you with Tony Davis' team? Roger, set it up and let them take a look at your setup there. What's up?
Sheena Lester writes about young people for the black-owned Los Angeles Sentinel. This morning she's on the corner of Western and Romaine in Hollywood. Miss Lester, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Those called to the White House, how are they viewed by those in the streets of L.A.?
Well, I think that they were viewed really just as a just more pap and rhetoric from the White House. I think that young people today, they really feel completely out of touch with those people that President Bush considers among the black leadership in this country.
Well, who should President Bush have been talking to, if not those people?
Well, on behalf of young people, he probably should have been turning a little bit more towards the rap community. People like Ice Cube and Paris One, Sister Soldier, James Bernard, people like that, who are more in touch with young people in their reality.
But do you think now your message is really going to really be accepted now? Even though people have seen, that the judicial system doesn't work. But do you think they're really going to take to heart and accept it and start acting on that?
No, because, the uprising, I don't call it right, I call it an uprising. The uprising in L.A. is just, that's the only way you can get white people to hear what black people got to say. If you tear shit up, picketing and all that shit, it's cool and all that, but the motherfuckers just look at you, walk by with your signs and just, but when you start fucking shit up, then they want to hear you. Now Bush want to get money. When Bush should have gave money way before this happened, and the shit wouldn't have happened. But see, so by me rapping it, white people are just gonna listen and just, it's gonna be the same old reaction, and the black people take heed to this shit and they listen to it, and we want to do something about it, but until you tear some shit up, you never have freedom without bloodshed.
There is no real way to end this video because what happened in Los Angeles is not over.
And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end mine. If you ain't down for the Africans here in the United States, period, point blank, if you ain't down for the ones that suffered in South Africa from apartheid and shit, damn it, you need to step your punk ass to the side and let us brothers and us Africans step in and start putting some foot in LA.
I got my finger on the trigger, so niggas wonder why. We're living in the city, it's do or die. I got my finger on the trigger, so niggas wonder why. We're living in the city, it's do or die.
Them wonder where me belly, them don't really understand. So the reason why they take me long and me on hand. Me not out for peace and me not Rodney King. Me gun goes click, me gun goes bang. Them riot in Compton and them riot in Long Beach. Them riot in LA cause them don't really wanna see. Niggas start to loot and police start to shoot. Like it's done at 7 o'clock, barricaders like Beirut. Me don't show no love cause it's us against them. Them never ever love me cause it's born to rebel and kill at my own risk. If I may delay to spray with my AK and put him to rest.
Yes, there's been rioting, well, I don't want to say rioting, but there's been looting downtown. But right now, Bree, what I want to show you is they have started fires down at the end of the street.
How many niggas are ready to move?
Yeah, so what you wanna do? What you wanna do?
I said, how many niggas are ready to move?
Myself a Uzi and my brother a 9.
That's what they told us today. In other words, you still a slave. No matter how much money you got, you still ain't shit.
So sitting in my living room, calm and collective, feeling that gotta get my perspective. Cause what I just heard broke me in half, and half the niggas I know, plus the niggas on the road is belling. Laugh now, but cry much later. You see, when niggas get together, they get mad cause they can't fade us. Like my niggas from South Central Los Angeles, they found that they couldn't handle us. Bloods, Crips on the same squad, with the essays up, a nigga is the robbing mob and break the white man off something lovely. I don't love them, so them can't love me. Yo, straight putting it down, getting my scoot on. It's jumping off in Compton, so I got to get my loot on. And come up on me some furniture or something. Got a VCR in the back of my car that I ganked from the sloughs and swap me. And motherfuckers better not try to stop me, cause they will see that I can't be stopped. Cause I'ma cock my Glock and pop till they all drop.
So we're gonna do it like this. We both said, we told you so. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's scared now. Go grab your 9. You gotta turn this line, fool.